Okay, so I've got algebraic and partial fractions question 2, and I've got to express these two fractions as a single fraction in the simplest form. So I'm looking at my denominators. I'm first noticing that I've got a common factor here. So straight away I can use a common denominator. I've got 2 lots of x minus 1 as part of the common denominator, and then multiplied by 2x minus 1. So here I'm going to multiply this denominator by 2x minus 1 to get this new denominator here, so I've got to do the same thing with the top. So I'm going to put these brackets together and then expand them afterwards. Then I'm looking at this denominator and comparing it with my new denominator and noticing there's no change, so I've just got minus 3. So I'm now going to expand these two brackets. So I've got 4x times 2x minus 2x minus 4x plus 1, not forgetting my minus 3, over my denominator. And then tidy up my top. So I've still got 8x squared minus 6x minus 2. Now I've got to go in the simplest form, so I'm going to have to factorise that top. So first of all I'm going to take out the 2. Because that 2 will then cancel with that 2 on the denominator. And then I'm going to factorise the top. When I'm factorising, I'm just making sure that I do check it every time. So I've got 4x plus 1 and I've got x minus 1. So I'm going to just check it with expanding, making sure that I'm actually right with my expansion. So I've now factorised the top, I've factorised the bottom, so I can cancel those two. So I'm left with 4x plus 1 over 2x minus 1 as my single simplest fraction. Now looking at 2 part B, I'm noticing that I've got the same function as I had before, but I've got the extra minus 2 on the end. And I've got to get to this point where I've got to show that f of x equals 3 over 2x minus 1. So I'm going to take my fraction from 2 part A, which was 4x plus 1 over 2x minus 1. I'm going to have to take away 2, because that's the difference between them. So I'm now going to go for a common denominator of 2x minus 1. I know I'm heading that way because my show question says that my denominator's got to be 2x minus 1. So this minus 2 is going to have to be multiplied by 2x minus 1. And then I'm going to expand and simplify. And let's see what I get. That 4x cancels with that 4x, so I'm left with 3 over 2x minus 1 shown.